Hi, my name is Miss Boylan, and I'll be your teacher this summer for web design. I want to take a quick moment to point out some important aspects of our course to get you started on the right foot. Okay, if you're watching this video, it means you've read my announcement in the course. Good job. I post important course information as announcements, and I generally do it about 3 times a week. Each time you enter the course, please check to see if a new announcement has been posted so that you stay informed. You can also access all previously posted announcements here on the updates page right over here to the left. Okay? So to begin, you'll first want to download the assignment schedule. You'll do this because the assignment schedule guides your daily progress, and actually that daily progress, you stay on track with that daily progress, your academic outcome, i.e. your grade, is sure to increase, okay? So the assignment schedule can be downloaded right here by clicking this link, or you could just scroll down the page to this assignment schedule folder. Okay, it's listed inside that folder. You just click on assignment schedule, this text, and it'll take you into the folder. The PDF is listed right there. I will tell you just real quick, my view of Schoology, of your classroom, might look a little bit different. I might have more links than you, okay? That's because I'm in teacher view and you are in student view, okay? So if you see something that doesn't look the same, no worries. For the most part, it almost all looks the same, okay? So now that we talked about folders a little bit, right? We came down here to below the announcement. We're going to come down a little bit further and we're going to check out this information that is listed below, okay? We're going to check out all of our folders. So let's first take a look at the orientation begin here folder. This folder has 4 assignments that need to be completed on the first day of the course. The assignments don't address any web design content, but instead ensures that you're really prepared to work in this fast-paced summer school environment, okay? So be sure that all of these assignments are completed either the first day of school or over the weekend. However you do it, just make sure that they're all completed by Monday, okay? So then the next folder down, if I can find my cursor, is the classroom folder, okay? So within this folder, you'll find all of your course content and assignments or assessments. Your content is split into module folders, so I'm gonna open this up a little bit so that you can see what I'm talking about. So you'll see that there's module folders. These grayed out things, they're all folders that you don't have access to yet, okay? But so I just wanted to show you that they're listed in modules, okay? So each module presents a series of web design concepts that all have the same theme, right? Within each module, the concepts are then split up into sections, okay? So I do want to point out something. Sometimes you'll have a link to section reading, and it will take you to a web page. It will open in another browser, and it'll take you to a web page of all the reading. And sometimes there are other sections besides the section that you're working on. So it's important to understand that summer school is, because of the fast-paced environment, we have to condense a lot of the content. So we may skip some of the sections that aren't considered as important to the whole of web design. Now, that's not to say that they're not important in general. It's just for for this course specifically, for summer school specifically, we would address all of these content pieces during the regular school year. So if you have a little bit of free time and you really want to expand your understanding, I advise you to read some of those sections, those additional sections. I will say, make sure you're doing it outside of your course time, right? Don't take time that should be spent on a certain section to read on sections that aren't covered in the assignments schedule, okay? So just be aware of that. So the next folder we have is the assignment schedule. I already showed you. It's got your assignment schedule in it. Okay. This next one is the DVHS Student Resources and Technical Help folder. Inside of it, there's a lot of great resources for you as an online student. Okay, so when you have some free time, you're going to want to go in there and look at them yourself. I'm not going to go in there with you. Okay. If you're having technical issues, you're going to want to use this link right here. And what that does is that's going to open up a Google form. It's going to ask you some guiding questions. You fill out the form, you submit it. It creates a help desk ticket that goes to our ET team, and the ET team basically has you covered pretty much 24/7, Monday through Friday. So, there's almost always somebody on board to help you work through any kind of technical issues. One thing to note, if you submit a help desk ticket, be sure to stay online for a couple of minutes, like 10, 15 minutes, because ideally they'll get it and they'll try to help you work through that. A lot of times people submit the help desk ticket and then they get offline. Well, then the ETs can't help you. Okay, so that's just something important to note. The next couple of things I want to point out here are the teacher introduction and contact information for me and your mentor. You'll notice that the mentor stuff is grayed out, okay? It's just because when I'm creating this, it's Thursday, and they haven't been assigned yet to this course, okay? So as soon as they're assigned, this will be published and you'll be able to see it. Within this page, you'll get information such as how to contact me, a little bit about myself, and then it will have office hours. Okay, I'm going to talk about office hours in a minute. This last thing down here, this course information and grading policies, is really important. You should check it out. It's going to give you all the information about how the course is graded. Okay, one thing I want to mention regarding me, your teacher, and your mentor is your mentor and I, we work collaboratively to ensure your success in the course, okay? We are both going to communicate with you regularly regarding your progress in the course, like how are you doing to stay on pace, okay? That's where we both have similar roles, okay? I want to express where the roles are different. So in regards to content instructions, like teaching, the teaching of the content and the grading of assignments and all that kind of stuff, that's what I do, okay? So what I want you to know is that if you ever have questions with the content, meaning with concepts covered in the class, or if you have questions about an assignment, or you have questions about a quiz or an exam or something like that, or if you have questions about feedback I give you or grades that you earned, all of those need to come to me, okay? Come to me directly. And the reason I say that is, let's imagine you go to your mentor. Not horrible, but let's imagine that you do. Let's say you send a message to your mentor. Your mentor gets it, realizes, oh, I can't answer this because this isn't really my role. This isn't my role, not really, but it isn't my role. Then they tell you, hey, I'm going to have to reach out to your teacher. Then they reach out to me, or they tell you to reach out to me. But at any rate, then I am reached out and then I can answer. See, so it just adds extra steps. Best bet, you have any questions about content, concepts, assignments, assessments, feedback, grades, send them to me directly, okay? That way I can give you a very speedy response. Okay, so last thing I want to talk to you about here is communication and office hours, right? I mentioned that my office hours are listed there in that teacher introduction and contact information page. I want to kind of clarify what office hours mean. Okay, so first off, the key to success in an online class, summer school, or during the school year is communication, frequent communication, okay? And I'll let you know, I'm happy for any communication you want to send me. Okay, honestly, you want to send me an email, happy. You want to send me a Google Hangouts, I'm happy. You want to call me, I'm happy. Shoot, you want to, put a little note tied to a homing pigeon, probably wouldn't get into me before summer school ends, but I'd still be happy, okay? But I will tell you, my preferred method and the preferred method for this course is Google Hangouts. Reason being, it's immediate, right? If I'm online, you're online, we're online at the same time, you send me a message, I can respond to that message immediately. You have an issue, you have a roadblock, I can help you work through that roadblock immediately, right then and there, right? Email doesn't always ensure that because I'm not constantly checking my email like I am constantly checking Google Hangouts. Okay, so in regarding to that and to my availability, let's talk about office hours versus my availability. So office hours, the office hours listed in that page that says teacher introduction and contact information, those are hours that you can be sure that if you message me, you're going to get a almost immediate response, like within a couple of minutes, right? Because that means that is the time I have specified that I will be working in this class. Okay. Now, does that mean you should only send me messages during my office hours? No, not at all. Okay. So the way this works is if you're working in the class and it's not my office hours and you come to something and you're like, this doesn't work, or I don't understand that, you message me right then and there, regardless if it's my office hours or not. I tell you what, so long as I'm not sleeping, you're probably going to get a response from me within like 15 minutes. Okay. I have Google Hangouts not only on my computer, so during my office hours, right, I'm getting the message right there on my computer. I also have it on my phone. So let's say I'm away from my computer, but I have my phone with me, which, as you all know, with phones, we all have them with us, right? So I will see that message, and as soon as I see that message on my phone, I'm going to respond to it, okay? And nine times out of 10, honestly, 9.5 times out of 10, I can address your issues right then and there through the phone, okay? I will tell you, sometimes I might ask you, hey, can I call you? Okay, I'm gonna let you know right away. If I ask you this, you don't have to have headphones. You don't have to talk back to me if you don't want. But if I call you, what I would ask is that you, like, I'll ask you questions, right, through Google Hangouts. Let's say I say, hey, can I call you? Can I chat with you? And you say yes, but you're just going to text. What I'll do is, like, I'll ask you clarifying questions. I'll explain something and then say, does that make sense? Then you'd just text to me. Yeah, that makes sense, right? If you want to talk to me, you can talk to me, but by no means do you have to, okay? So that's the difference between my availability and my office hours. Office hours, near immediate response. My availability is really anytime I'm not sleeping, okay? And like I said, once I get your message, I'll do my best to generally answer within, 15, 20 minutes, okay? So I think that's pretty much all I've got to cover. Sorry, I went a little bit longer than I wanted to. So we're off, okay? Reach out to me and let's do this.